everyone. Welcome to Backwards Star Galactica, the show where we watch Battlestar Galactica, but in reverse order. That's Fat Wabu, and I'm national television personality, respected brand ambassador, and beloved teacher Jesse McGrath. So nice to see you today.
God. So that wasn't true, obviously. Like, none of that was true. You're none of those things.
I'm all of those things,
all
as
right,
proven.
You're obviously dying to say it, so just go on, get it out.
I mean, I don't have to say it because they already know, right? Like, everyone already knows, but if you didn't already know, which you do, Jaboy was on Good Morning America this week, just being, a perfect little angel prince that he is. So that's all. That's all I have to report. What's new in your life? Any big national TV things you did, or?
No, not this time. Cool. Guy gets watched by 6 people on morning talk show television, and all of a sudden thinks he's the best. Did
Did you walk in a hallway by Michael Strahan recently, or was that me?
No, that one must have been you.
Were you recently too afraid to speak to Michael Strahan in a hallway, so you looked at your feet?
I would never be like. You think I'm afraid of Michael Strahan?
Michael Strahan would bite you in half. That man is bigger than any human being or creature otherwise I've seen.
He'd try, but I'd just slide right between the gap in those teeth.
Okay, right into his mouth. Do you understand? You fell into his trap, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, but I cut my way out like Monstro.
Anyways, I'm a big celebrity now, so I'm sure we'll have like several thousand new listeners by this episode. You're welcome, Wilder. But we should get into our usual talking points. That's what we call them, I believe.
The passage.
The passage is the episode. Thank you for saying it.
Did you say what the show is? What the show is about?
Yeah, I opened with that. I did it a little bit backwards, kind of like wink, wink.
Oh yeah.
The whole theme of the show, so that I
nod
could get
to our
all of my
theme.
titles in. That's probably going to be the process from now on, as I do need to state my titles
Okay,
before
cool.
every episode now.
Cool. I'm going to cut them all out forever. We got a new character. We got 2 new characters.
Yes.
Luann. Catherine,
Yes.
not Catherine, in typical Battlestar fashion.
Also called Sasha?
No.
Yeah,
What?
that's her like her Christian name before she adopted a different name, because the dude
Luann is her name.
well, then at one point dude calls her Sasha and she says that's not who I am. So
Don't know
cool.
about that. And then the other new character was the person he's talking about right now. This fucking... It looks like Tublord was like in a Halloween costume. It was like some shitty bro with tats all over his arms and gross, scraggly little Snape hair.
Yeah, he was like kind of grungy, which is weird because we've not seen anyone else even sort of look like that.
No, he was like space.
Yeah,
Kurt
exactly
Cobain.
correct. And they both more or less. Actually, I didn't mind Sasha, Luann, Cat. But he was a cheese dick for sure.
So I'm going shit list. Right now, a unexpected shift to the shit list for Lucy Lawless.
Ooh.
Simply because she's banging Gaius, and that won't do. That won't do at all. I won't stand for it, and your punishment is a one-way ticket to the shit list.
Okay. Well, can I answer a counterpoint real quick?
Go.
She was also banging Caprica. Does that
Cool.
not balance
Yeah, I mean,
out?
that's cool, but like, duh, who wouldn't want to bang Caprica?
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like you take the good with the bad, right? We all have our highs and lows. She's just getting them at the same time.
He told me I could bang Caprica, but I had to bang Gaius too. No, it's not happening.
You're not
Chalk
doing
one
that.
up to an L. I'm not putting my face anywhere near Gaius.
Okay. All right, continue.
Of course, the other shit list goes straight to the ugly little hot dog boy so we only see him for like 40 seconds in this episode, and like 20 of those seconds are him throwing up, which is he's also the only one that does. So I guess like you can just teleport right out of your ship into this little back onto the Galactica, I guess, when you're out flying a Viper or a Raptor or a chinchilla or whatever they are called.
A lot of logistical questions I had about this one, but yeah, continue.
But yeah, once everyone gets out, they're like clearly all sick, and a lot of them are just like, ugh. But then Hot Dog,
Because they were flying through radiation. We should be clear. It's because there was like a radiation.
correct. And Hot Dog just throwing right up in his hand. He does that thing where he keeps his hand to his mouth and throws up, and it like spurts out.
Oh, my favorite.
Horrible. If you were like, someone throws up in their own hand in this episode, who do you think it is?
Oh, it's got to be hot dog. It's got to be the ugly little hot dog boy. Yeah.
For leaderboard, I have 2. I got Adama and Eye Patch.
No.
For this one part, which I honestly I didn't rewind it because I was like just dying and laughing too hard. But they start laughing about something that I didn't understand, and they laugh for so long. It's like the ending of like an old TV show where like just fades out on everyone laughing. They laugh for probably 15 to 20 straight seconds, and then the scene ends when Adama starts coughing because he's laughing too hard.
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and, just for you, also put the Looney Bird of the Week tag on that whole scene.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because they are having a mental breakdown, and that is going to count for it. But I also have something to say about that scene, but I'll let you finish up. That's all you got for your leaderboard is those 2?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Okay, I am going to go in literally the exact opposite direction as you. So, those 2, shit list, because...
Come on!
Because...
You know, they're a couple giggle boxes, bro. You love a good giggle box.
But you weren't paying attention to what they were laughing at. So the whole premise of this episode is that there's a food shortage. And I've been...
about paper, right?
I've been talking about now for, I feel like, about 4 or 5 weeks about how Adama is actually sort of the villain of the show. And... in this scene, they're talking about the food shortage, and Adama's like, I hear they're eating paper. Is that true? And Eye Patch is like, no, paper shortage. And then they just both start dying laughing because the people are starving so bad that they've eaten all the food and all the paper. And that is the big joke.
That's a good one. Get it, though? Because there's a food shortage. So there could be a paper shortage, too.
And Lucy Lawless is going to be leaderboard, not because of anything with Gaius, but because... she's doing this thing. We learn about her plot, which I feel like gets really underplayed. Or maybe I'm just only now sort of paying attention. But her plot is that she kills herself a bunch of times every day so that she can, be reborn and see the final 5 and re-download and, get better and better. And that is the actual way that the monster Doomsday in DC Comics is able to kill Superman. Is he just he's like a freak of evolution. He just dies a million times.
Oh, nerd alert.
And then evolves into a Superman killing machine just like Lucy Lawless. And I have the biggest surprise leaderboard of maybe the whole show.
Is it you say hot dog?
I'm going to say Gaius.
Oh, what have you done?
Ooh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, Father, for I have sinned.
Gaius Fieri, what have you done?
In this beginning of this episode, it wakes up next to both Lucy Lawless and Caprica. So way to fucking play out of your league, my friend. I get that in this show, in this universe, he is billed as sexy, but even that is a lot. You managed that? Are you for real?
It really upset me.
And then he also has this line where he says, I'll never understand what you all do all day in this big ship. And honestly, I feel like you and I have said that exact thing several times. So
it's definitely true. Yeah, I kind of understood. I'm not giving him leaderboard. You'll have to pry that leaderboard out of my cold, lifeless grip.
Sure.
But I do kind of understand why Gaius wants to be a Cylon because of this episode. Because he basically says that since everyone hates him, it'd be nice to just be something that everyone doesn't hate. Mm-hmm. That's not an issue for me.
Yeah.
Everyone loves me. You should see what they're saying about me out there.
Cool. Yeah, I bet they're saying really good things.
Are we still on that? I just assumed you would blow it off.
No, I just think they're saying probably really good things about you.
Yeah. They're like, oh, so-and-so is something else.
Oh, wow, They don't even know your name, huh?
No, they do. I just was trying to be humble about it.
So how does in that conversation, we should go on. Actually, I think I hear the horns. Are those the horns? We must hear the horns, right?
Yeah, I think they are.
The horns are calling, aren't they? They must be.
Yeah, early this week. This week's episode is sponsored by Martinelli's.
Okay.
Martinelli's apple juice and sparkling apple cider. Hot diggity. You motherfuckers ever drink one of them? You immediately get superpowers. They're so fucking good. I'm not the biggest Apple J daddy. I know that you're kind of an Apple J daddy.
Yeah,
but
you got that right.
Like I won't push it aside, but apple juice not my top juice. It's not a cran. It's not a orange. It's not a. I can't think of any other types of juice. Well, I was gonna say grape, but that was certainly not my favorite.
Ooh, I love grape juice.
It's fine.
You know what I love about juice is I'm always craving a different type.
Yes.
I feel like that's a really, I mean, just a separate shout out to juice in general, but you know, like my sodas, I got my like 2 or 3 sodas I might like, but I'm not like, I'm in a Fanta mood today. Never happened, never will. But
yeah, well, also that's not juice, but
no, I'm talking I'm saying comparatively, like sodas
gotcha.
and like different. I feel like, you know, I get in my moods of things. Like these are the 3 or 2 types that I like.
I've maybe got like 2 sodas on rotation.
Right, exactly.
Juice, it's kind of a crapshoot. You know, you could surprise me. Before I go back to what I was saying, for a hot minute, Ocean Spray was making sparkling cranberry juice, and that shit was the most fire. But Martinelli's is, to me, not even a question that they are the best goddamn apple juice.
So are you talking just...
Their apple juice is fucking bangarang. It's so good. It comes in a little apple, which adds plus a million to the flavor. Love that little apple. And the apple juice is exquisite. And you know, even though I like could drink more, I'm kind of satisfied after one of them little apples. They're so good that if you put another one in front of me, I'll slurp it down. I'll slurp it down, no problem. I'll slurp down 2, 3, 6 more of those things, but I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? And then their magnum opus, their sparkling apple cider.
God damn.
The shit is so fucking good. I like every time I drink it, I know I love it, and I forget how goddamn good it is. You know, them motherfuckers wanted enough.
You know what's wild about it is it's like you know, you learn about it sort of, at least a lot of people do learn about it as like a replacement for champagne on like New Year's, where it's like you're a little kid and you want to pop some bottles too.
I worked on a television program with someone who didn't drink, and we got him Martinelli's, and we would all toast with it. And guess what? I wanted the Martinelli's. I don't want damn champagne. Martinelli's so goddamn good.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I would say that almost across the board, Martinelli's is definitely better than champagne. Now, if you made a mimosa with Martinelli's, I bet that would be pretty fucking good, right? Or is that just Orangina?
I don't know about that. I mean, that's like saying that apple juice and orange juice would be good together. First of all, we're dealing with 2 different things. We're talking apple juice and orange juice here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotcha.
You see what I did there?
I did, yeah.
Did like a whole apples and oranges bit.
Sure.
You didn't understand. Should I go over it again?
I did get it. I did definitely get it. So you can
for sure. It's just weird because you didn't start laughing a lot.
One time, let me tell you a good anecdote about apple juice. I'm not even sure it was Martinelli's. I don't think it was, because I, to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen Martinelli's like regular flat apple juice, I guess is what it is. I don't think I've seen
in
it
the Little Apple
outside of the Little Apple. Like, I don't think they have it in bigger quantities.
Well, no, they don't make it.
So,
I mean, they must make like a grocery store sized, right? Or maybe not. I've never seen it in a damn grocery store.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen.
What's your standard apple juice? Treetop. You're the apple juice guy. Yeah.
Mott's. Mott's is gross to me. Not because it tastes bad. Mott's is weird to me because all I think is apple sauce when I think of Mott's.
Oh, bro, Martinelli's apple juice comes in a even bigger apple.
Oh fuck yeah!
I mean, I guess, you know what? It's not exactly an apple. It's not a pumpkin. I don't know why you thought that's what I would say.
Well, Big Apple looks kind of like I'm just trying to take that little size and then make it
comes
bigger.
in a big round. I just kind of looked it up. You could find it on the internet if you care to. But it does come in a big 50 ounce.
Ounce must be ounce. It's not gallon.
Yes, I know. You're right.
One time, my dad and I were building a fence. I swear to God, this story is true.
God, whatever. I'm so bored already.
We were building a fence for some old people, and it was such hard labor.
Oh, cool. Were you also donating food?
It was. No, they paid us in money currency.
Oh, God.
It wasn't like fucking volunteer work. Come on. And it was this old lady, and I only mention it was an old lady because they did some of the most old lady shit you could do, which is while we were out working, they brought us this whole gallon glass container of cold apple juice, which I was like, come on, you fucking old person. And boy, if we didn't chug that shit silently, It was it was like fuel. It was incredible. I've never had just a tastier, more appropriate beverage. And since then, I'm just like, I always have to keep apple juice in the back of my mind. It's there forever because of that old lady.
I do got another apple drink, Dark Horse. One that could perhaps, if it went toe to toe with Martinelli's, it would do well. And I can't believe I just remembered it.
Okay.
Trader Joe's apple cider.
Ooh.
Not like apple juice, but the apple cider. You know what I'm saying, brother?
In the like milk containers, in the plastic containers?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I will put away a pint of that. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is the nectar of my life.
Couple of apple juice boys, it seems.
Yeah, I didn't expect, but I know because you mentioned you've been hitting the juice.
Oh, I dabble in the juice.
Yeah, I don't apple juice too often, but when I do, I drink Martinelli's.
You know what's kind of gross, but I do fucks with every once in a while? The Snapple apple, the apple flavored Snapples.
Oh, never had that, but it does sound like you're speaking like a Dr. Seuss character.
I know, and I gotta tell you, it doesn't taste like apples it does, but it's like a little bit weird. It's not apple juice. It does not taste like apple juice.
Neither does Apple Jacks.
Well, that's because it tastes like apples.
No, it doesn't taste like apple. That's the whole thing. It's like you never seen an Apple Jacks commercial.
Anyways, good call. Martinelli's is delicious.
I would rather have a day job than be a Pokemon master.
Han Solo is clearly more attractive than Indiana Jones.
I would take the Star Wars trilogy over the Matrix trilogy any time.
The Legend of Zelda versus Super Mario. Who's better in bed, Jafar or Gaston? And would Thanos masturbate with the Infinity Gauntlet or not? Every week, Nerd Rage The Great Debates brings you the funniest comics, writers, and podcasters to settle some of geekdom's most divisive topics. Find us on Spotify or wherever you find podcasts.
Did you get a text, or what's the...
Yeah, I did. I guess it's time to look at it. What we have here. Oh, well, you want to sing it?
Do you want to sing this? Should we do it together?
No, this one's yours. You sing it.
Okay, guess what's back with Sean McGrath? It's City Snacks. Barf. Well, why don't you tell him?
Wait, I was going to say this one actually sounds good to me.
Right, but there's a problem. There's a clear problem.
What we have here is a Mr. Freshly's Oreo brownie.
It's Miss Freshly's, please respect.
Oreo brownie made with Oreo cookie pieces. Now, I don't know, which company is this? Is this Miss Freshly or is it Oreo?
Here is why I bought this product. Because Oreo is made by Nabisco. Ain't a Nabisco logo on this. So is this plagiarism? What
it's
do you
a collab.
Think we have here?
It's probably a collab.
You think it's a collab?
It's like Oreo times Miss Freshly.
Well, and okay, so another thing about this is that, oh boy, okay, it's out. This is silly as hell. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. So there's no, as far as I can tell, I haven't bitten into it yet, but there's no cream element. It doesn't have any of the filling. So basically it's just chocolate. Because it's not like the chocolate of Oreo is anything.
So it says Oreo cookie pieces. Yeah, so I think there's no cream filling in it. No, Oreo, I'd like to preface by saying I think is the best cookie.
Go on.
Best mass-produced cookie.
Yeah.
Mint Milanos give it sort of a run for its money, but in the end I'm going Oreos. They're so goddamn good. Regardless of how long they get stuck in my teeth. Oreo has a history of fucking up.
Are you going to mention a certain cereal right now?
Yes, I am. Oreo O's.
Yeah.
Oreo, oh no, they didn't, more like, because that shit was so bad. They got myself. I thought I'd make it through it. It was really gross. They like took out all the cream filling and they just put little white marshmallow flecks on that shit. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Now you sent me. Can I get? Is it just big and black and solid like a turd?
Yeah, it technically has like Oreo pieces on top, but it's just like dust. It's like texture more than anything. It's not actual.
Interesting.
I mean, what I'm eating right now is a brownie.
Is it at all enhanced by the Oreo crumbs?
Oh, in no possible way. It's just a very sticky, icky brownie that I bought.
Is the brownie good?
It tastes like a prepackaged brownie.
What's the deal with Miss Freshly? What's you hit her up frequently?
This is my first Miss Freshly joint. to be honest, and I don't know that I'll be back.
Interesting.
If you look at the back of the package, there actually is a line on the bottom
you were kind
that
enough
says,
not to rotate, so I have to turn my head to read it.
Oreo is a registered trademark of Mondelez International Group. Didn't know that. Used under license. So it does... It wasn't
rented them for the day.
They rented them, yeah, but they didn't really do much with it. They kind of maybe they just borrowed the name and not any of the ingredients or quality.
What other types of things is Miss Freshly like? What's her deal? Is she pretty hot?
I don't know, man. I'm eating a brownie. Why don't you look it up? Text her.
Yeah, I'll text her. I know her. I have her number.
Sometimes brownies are a little bit too much, huh? Can we agree with that?
100%. I'm glad you said it because I feel stupid because sometimes like chocolate, I can get a little chocolated out. And I do like it, but it's a little bit rich.
Well, what's killing me is the richness and the texture here. It's like basically chewing gum. It feels
Chances are I'm not going to eat a whole brownie.
I would say it's on the lower end of your pre-made brownies. Like I would probably take a Lil Debs over this Miss Freshly's horse shit. I would never intentionally, with true intention, cheat on Little Deb with Miss Freshly.
Sure.
Sometimes you just got to dabble for the sake of science and for the product, you know.
So where's it fall in the other city snacks?
Technically, probably the best.
Well, cool, great segment.
Yeah.
Not. Should we talk about Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah, and I want to jump in on a part in the beginning that I think ties in nicely with the segment we just did. Mm-hmm. There's a part at the beginning, so this whole thing is they're like about to experience famine, I guess. And there's a part at the beginning where they are
that part was stupid.
like collecting all of the like Viper pilots are like collecting their remaining food, and I actually paused it so that I could see everything on the table that was visible. There is what looks like a protein bar or a granola bar, pretty normal. There is a loose peanut butter and jelly sandwich wrapped in cellophane, like someone was saving it for this specific occasion. Like you had no other. You just had it like laying under your bed for some reason. And then ugly little fucking hot dog boy takes he looks like he picks up a cracker off of the ground.
Oh,
like
I
off
missed that part.
He bends. Oh, are you kidding me? Hot dog boy picks up, it looks like he reaches down on the floor or like pulls it out of his boot, a single cracker, and then blows the dust off of it and sets it in the middle of the table as his offering.
I don't know how I missed that.
I've watched it like 3 times. And when he sets it, the only other thing I can see that I didn't previously mention is what looks to be a single unwrapped cough drop. There's like a single red candy.
Hot dog boy. Do you think like Bodhi almost goes home and was like, another wonderful day reprising the role of television's hero, the ugly little hot dog boy?
He sucked in this episode.
He sucks in every episode. Is he supposed to be comic relief?
I think so. I do think we're supposed to laugh at his stupid face and his dumb antics.
God, and the other thing, he's ugly.
The other thing is just that he's so goddamn rootin' tootin' ugly.
So, just so ugly. God damn.
Do you think that he's the one stealing our memories, or that could be someone else? I feel like they might be the same.
It's just kind of like a little symbiotic relationship.
Mm-hmm. Like when he's hiding in your vents, that's what he's doing. He's
stock eyes when the stock eyes come out.
He pops his little stock eyes out, and then he drops a single tentacle out of there.
And he just slurps up the memories.
Yeah.
Right through the eyes, I guess. Right through his stock eyes.
I love the memories of the ugly little hot dog boy.
Ew. Okay, so Starbucks like a little Dr. Kevorkian in this episode. Wait, before we get to that, I would like to, we're always talking about the nicknames in this show. There's a part where this Luann character, we didn't talk about this episode at all, but basically she goes to Algae Planet and then she dies. That's essentially the plot of this episode.
Yeah, it's another they introduced a character to be killed. Cool.
Adama promotes her before she dies, which essentially it just entails him taking a little piece of paper and moving it up to a board. Like, that's how people get promoted in Battlestar. I'm surprised someone doesn't go just on the off hours and, like, switch it and be like...
I would do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look who's in charge now. You're fired,
Yeah,
everyone.
Hot dog. Hot dog's the Admiral. Admiral Hot Dog.
And he also does it when the cameras are off. And Edward James almost is like, can you stop? You're fucking embarrassing me. I got you this job, and what are you even doing? No one told you to throw up in that scene. Why did you throw up?
Yeah. And Bodhi's just like, I ate too much at craft services.
I ate that cracker I found on the ground. That was a prop. It wasn't even a real cracker.
Piece of cardboard.
You ate dirty cardboard you pulled out of your boot?
I hope Bodhi almost never listens to this program. But anyways, when he's moving the cart around, we get like a sneak peek at all the other nicknames on this ship. So I would just like to share some of my favorites with you presently.
Please.
Okay, we always got Adama. Did you know what his nickname was?
No.
Apollo. He's Apollo.
Got it.
We of course have Brendan Hot Dog Costanza. There's a guy named Raymond Lai who goes by Ray Gun. There's someone else that goes by Snitch. But my favorite one was a guy named Jarrell something who goes by Fuzzy. And there's also someone named Ricky Richardson whose nickname is Two Times.
That's great. No, that's very good.
Not Two Time.
Two Times is like basically the character from it's Yeah from Sandlot. I feel like he just repeats.
Oh yeah, he's Richie Rich.
Yeah was not Richie Rich.
No, but I was saying Richie Rich.
Oh, because it's two times because you say the name twice.
Yeah, and his name is Ricky Richardson.
Yeah, but Rick and Rich aren't the same.
It comes from the same.
It does not come from. No. Don't.
Rick comes from Richard.
Rick does?
Yeah, of course.
I thought it came from Rickard.
You fucking idiot.
Boy, I could barely get that one out, huh? I really blew it on that one.
Oh, God. Fucking moron, dude. No.
Hello, my name is Rickard.
Yeah. God damn. You're fired. I need a new host. That's all I got. And then Starbucks turns into a little Dr. Kevorkian because she just dishes out some sleeping pills. And she's like, take them. It should be enough.
We didn't talk about that eye patch gets a standing ovation when he comes into the room.
Yeah, I think he must have just lost his eye.
Oh, I fucking hope so.
Yeah, because like Adama like looked at him through the window, and then he was kind of he was kind of just fixing his eye. It is funny without context to see eye patch enter the room to a standing ovation.
Yeah, it was good, and then he gets all
because they're like, "Welcome back, sir."
No, right, and then he gets all pissed. He's like, don't you have jobs to do? And it feels like it was going to be one of those things where it's like, LOL, eye patch is back. You know, he's that old jokester. And instead everyone was like, okay, dude, fuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're like trying to help you out or whatever.
Yeah.
God, it's going to be wild if you're right. And the person that we will definitely be calling eye patch for another 2.5 seasons doesn't have an eye patch for those 2.5 seasons.
You mean like similar to calling someone who isn't in a tub lord at all times?
Yeah, because they were in a tub for like 40 minutes.
God, we're so stupid all the time. Where was Tub Lord? I don't see him. Do you see him?
Nah. He was, and it's weird because he's very heavily in the next episodes where they're on this planet they were trying to get to. I didn't understand the plot of this, but I don't think because it was confusing. I think because I didn't want to. There was nothing, there was like, they tried to really explain it to the audience at the beginning. They're like moving ships around. They're like, well, you can't jump here because of the radiation and you lose your track of things.
I don't understand like, what she did.
She being
Luann.
They got really hyped because she like returned with the passenger ship.
Did you notice everyone starts clapping except for Adama when she got back?
Yes. Also, did you notice they were hyped on her because she returned a civilian ship to safety. Like, she safely led the civilian ship. Mm-hmm. I think that in the first part of this, the first journey they take, doesn't Hot Dog lose his civilian ship?
I don't remember.
He does, right?
Hot Dog?
Yes. So when they take the first journey, when they do, like, their first, like, thing, he, like, freaks out because he can't find his shit, and then he gets all pissed and has to jump without his civilian ship. What I'm saying is I think Hot Dog is responsible for like many thousands of deaths.
Oh, I would love that.
I think that he, like, loses his ship on the first journey.
I zoned out a lot during this episode.
Oh, boy.
Cool. Well, let's call it a night.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed.
You going to bed? It's like 2:30 where you are, right?
Yeah, but it's time.
I guess so. Burned all the fuel on this.
Yeah, I burned it out. Oof, I only have limited fuel per day, and this show takes like 110% of it. Thanks to Adam Fay for the art. Thanks to T-Bone Jones for the theme music. Go ahead and hit up us on preferably Radio Public, but otherwise you can find us on iTunes and all that goodies. Leave us a review on iTunes. Support our Patreon, which we don't have.
Yeah.
Venmo us some money.
Yes, that's preferred. If we had a Patreon, you would have grounds to sue us for just being irresponsible human
What
beings.
do you think? Like, what could be some of our benefits?
Bonus
How does
content?
Patreon work? Do you get anything in return?
Yeah, that's the whole thing, is you get bonus content.
Bonus content, cool, because that is what people are craving, is more of this.
Well, no one's paying us for the fucking regular content. They're definitely not going to pay for bonus content.
Well, that's it. Any
That's
last
it, babies.
Words? Any last words, though? Because I'm going to come kill you.
I have Mike's phone number, but I guess if you're going to kill me, I'll die with it in my heart.
All right. I'll just tell him. I'll know it, but I'll just tell it to you this time.
Okay.
Later, bitches.